Hello, and welcome back to episode 11 of Rachel Knits Things. My name is Rachel. I am a knitter and crocheter from southeastern Michigan, where I live with my husband and our 4 cats. And this is a space for me to talk about my knitting, my goals, what projects I want to make next, what I'm currently working on, what I've recently finished, those types of things. And sometimes I'll talk a little bit about my life here and what's going on in my world outside of knitting and crocheting, a little bit of sewing, things like that too. So we are, about 2 or 3 weeks into March, a little over 2 weeks into March now, and I did a lot of work on one whip this week and not a whole lot on anything else. So I don't have any finished objects. I've really not got anything anywhere close to being finished other than my blanket that I'm making as a gift for someone, but I did not touch it this week. I should have, because the person's birthday is next weekend. My brother's girlfriend, her birthday is next Saturday, well, this Saturday, because I'm filming this a day late on St. Patrick's Day, so I've got my green on. And I don't know what happened. I sat down to do my makeup, and normally I sit here, but I sat down upstairs on my bed where I have all of my makeup like an arm's reach instead of just like the little case that I keep in my purse that has like essentials. So I ended up with not a full face because I'm wearing no like foundation or anything like that, but a pretty full face of makeup today. I even put on some winged eyeliner that you can't see over my glasses, and I'm gonna have to put those back on because I can only see about 5 inches in front of my face without them. But it was a little bit dreary earlier. The sun came out, looks like it's about to head back behind the clouds again. But it's still bright enough for me to record without needing like a ring light or anything, luckily. Oh, we might have a guest. Come on, Poop. That's Kiara. Oh, that's a cat, but I call her Poopy. I don't know why. But she'll be here forever if I pet her, even a little. So, yeah, if any of these things that I've talked about are something that you're interested in, make sure that you subscribe so that you can come back and see what I'm working on next week and the progress that I've made. And then, we're gonna jump on in to my first work in progress that got the most time this week, which is the Sporty Knit Skirt. And boy, oh boy, did it get a lot of work on these shorts. These seem very long. They seem very, very long. I'm quite close. I only have a couple more rows before it's split for legs, but I don't know how these are gonna work out. It seems like a lot. Yes, I love you too. Thank you. So here is where I was last week, and I made it all the way up here. So this is several inches of work, and I worked on this for everything this week was worked on to almost to the minute, like an hour exactly, like to the hour almost exactly. So it's gonna be really weird. I'm not gonna be saying any like and a half and 15 minutes or and 20 minutes or whatever. I worked on this for 11 hours. That's a lot of work. I have a new coworker that I am training at the moment as well, so a lot of this was done at the office, sitting at my desk when I, was able to, and I'm answering phones and talking to her, so stockinette in the round is the perfect thing to be working on in this instance. So Yeah, these got a ton of work this week. I'm almost to dividing for the shorts, and then we will reach our goal and continue on in the round for the skirt until I run out of yarn. So that is the Sporty Knit score. I've moved the Progress Keeper to the last stitch that I knit. And I'm gonna kind of fold it up. I'm gonna grab the ball that it's attached to that is still down there. I don't know if you can hear her purring, if it's getting picked up, but she is just sitting here and purring, and I'm completely ignoring her, and she's looking up into my face very lovingly as well. So it's very funny. That's how she is. She's like that with just about anyone, though. I'm not special. Ooh, I hit the wall. Whoopsie. I have a basket over there. I've started keeping mostly abandoned whips and then the completed panel of my honey cardigan that I have. So that's all over there. And now to the next thing that I put these all in order this week. I feel so organized of like how much time I worked on them. This is my Saturn XL from Mood or Mud. I don't know how to pronounce it. Mood Living brand. It's a great bag. Love it. Now, this is my Salty Days. I know I said I wasn't going to really work on it until I was done. I needed a small whip to work on the couch, and this is like my at-home whip. I've not really been taking it anywhere just because it's got the 3 balls of yarn and everything, but I didn't bring the whole thing down with me, but I got these cords, the try-on tubing as aka Nora Knits calls it. I got this spool of rubber cable so that I am able to put stitches on hold quite easily and also put them back onto the needles very easily. So here's where I'm at, and this is just like the shoulders, hang on. And that is where I've got to. On here, I am almost done. I'm about to do the neckline increases on this side here. And yeah, I worked on this for about 4 hours, and this was just Friday and yesterday that I was working on it. And it's got that pretty lace eyelet detail there. So it'll kind of be like this, and then this part will kind of fold over into the neck, you know? It looks so good, and it's so pretty on camera, and look at that, it matches my lipstick. This lipstick, by the way, is one of my favorite brands of like lipstick. It is so much my favorite that this brand, not this color, is what I wore on my wedding day. It is the NYX Shine Loud, and this is the color Rebel in Red. I know, look at me being a beauty guru. And then it's a dry down like matte formula, and then it comes with a clear gloss to put over it. Today I did not do a clear gloss. I did my NYX Fat Oil in the color Supermodel, this like bright hot pink that has like some sparkle in it too. And like I said, I don't know, I like sat down and blacked out, and then all of a sudden I looked like this. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, I just sit down with some makeup and then all of a sudden it's a full face. Things happen. So that's sat off to the side. I love working on this. That color is so pretty. It's gonna look so good when it's done. I'm thrilled about it so far. So, on to my DRK Everyday Socks. These have gotten a little bit of work this week. Hang on. Oh, that's on the ground. These are in the Croy sock yarn in the color Midnight Orchid. It is this beautiful self-striping yarn. There is where I left off. And that's where I got to. I worked on this a little bit at the office on, I want to say I worked on them on Friday. It was either Wednesday or Friday, but I can't quite remember. And I also worked on them. I went to my friend's baby shower. She is my husband's cousin's wife. So I rode with my mother-in-law, and we had about an hour drive each way. So, I worked on them in the car a bit, which it was last weekend. So, I forgot about the time change, and I set my alarms on an alarm clock, because I don't wake up to alarms on my phone. I don't know why. I even play like music alarms and I try and do like obnoxious songs, but I also try to not do them too much because then it messes up my like Wrapped and all that, and I have to change them like every month and all these things. It's a lot. So I have an alarm clock that I use. And so she called me and she was like, "Oh, I'm on my way." And I was like still in bed and I was like, my alarm hasn't gone off yet. What is happening? And I look at my clock and it says 8. And then I look at my phone and it says 9. And I was like, oh my God, how did I do that? Because I knew it was happening. I had even put like a little, oh my goodness, I had driven by our like city hall area, like the municipal building for my city. It's literally 2 streets in front of where I live. I live right downtown. And they had a thing going and it was like, time change, daylight savings ends this day. And so I knew, and it left my mind. It was out of my brain. So I woke up that when she called me to tell me she was on her way over to pick me up, and I had half an hour, I stood up out of bed. It had snowed, and I had bought like a new dress that was like short flutter sleeves. It was so cute, little floral pattern. I was like, nope. And so I put on my, oh goodness, I can't remember what it's called, Stay Up Till Dawn sweater that I made, which is another pattern by Kutova Kika. I'll put a picture of it up. I'll probably have to take a picture of it, which it's still not even all the way finished. I still have yet to put elastic in the neckband and sew the neckband down, so I just like folded that in. It's also not been blocked yet. There's a lot I still have to do for this sweater. Like some of the ends aren't woven in, I need to put a tag in, all of these things. And yeah, it fully left my mind. It left my brain. So nope, what left my brain? I don't know what left my brain. Those things just haven't been done. I've been too lazy to do them. It's my own sweater. Other things have been washed and blocked and all of that. It's all good. And I tossed that on with a skirt and some tights, and what brand are they? Is it Sheertex? I don't know. The ones that are always advertising on Instagram that they're like unbreakable, they really are. They're so expensive. They're always on sale though, and they're so worth it. Let me tell you this right now. If you have had an interest in them at all, do it. It's worth it. I bought a pair, and one of the first things I did was accidentally zip them in my boots, and they were completely fine. So let me tell you right now, they're worth it. If you have any interest in them or you wear tights a lot, buy them. Get them. They're great. Okay, now that I have rambled on and on, yes, so I worked on these a little bit, and then I worked on, over last weekend, and then the baby shower was Sunday. Was it Sunday? Whatever day it was. I think it might have been Sunday, yeah. Yeah, that was the day the time change was. So, yeah. That was a little bit of a disaster, but luckily I was able to like just toss on my clothes, got in the car, and did my makeup in the car on the way there. We had an hour drive, so, and I wasn't going to wear a whole lot of makeup. I just did, you know, eyeliner, blush, a little bit of lip gloss, called it good. And then worked on my knitting project. Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna move the progress keeper up. There we go. And move those to the side. Now for the honey cardigan. And again, I have not picked up the muscle bra at all this week. I need to get on that. But here is the honey cardigan. I joined a new ball to it. It is on my Lemonwood mini minder because I was working on it on a walk. It is the only project other than the muscle bra, which I was like, I'm going on a walk now. I'm not gonna sit and fiddle with the like doing a Russian join or any of that right now. So I'm leaving, I'm going on a walk, grabbed the only project that was an appropriate size and ready for me to take on a walk that I could put on my mini minder and just go. So this is the progress I made, and I worked on it, oh my goodness, I don't know how long I worked on it. I want to say about an hour this week. That is about how long I walked. It was maybe 40 minutes. I didn't write this down at all. I fully forgot. I looked at it too. I'm pretty sure it was an hour because I meant to put it after the DRK Everyday socks, but I just wrote down the muscle bra and the Woolies Wow blanket. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was about an hour. So there's the progress that I made. I will double check and I will write it down so that I've got it for next week and then add that on there. But I made a few, like inch and a half of progress in the knitting on this. Yeah, wow, don't know how that happened, and it's all on my phone, which I use to record. So I can't look at it. I mean, I could if I paused the recording and like went and looked at it, but I'm guessing about an hour. I'll put the actual time up. It may have been like 40 minutes or something like that, but I'm pretty sure it was around an hour. So, but yes, I just joined these with a tie because this yarn you can't really do with the way that it is a Russian twist join. Yeah, it's fun to work on, you know, all of those things. Gonna set it aside again, and here's the blanket, still in the same spot as last week. I'll put in a couple rows and we can chit chat. I finished my gifts for the baby shower. I finished them off and like I steam blocked them and all of that last Friday is when I like finished everything up. Well, no, I think I finished weaving the ends on the little striped sweater on Sunday. I hate weaving ends so much. If I could like felt spit splice join or do any of that with everything, I totally would. Look at this big lump. Oh my gosh. She is just happy to be here. And again, she's not stopped purring this entire time. She's been completely ignored, but is just sitting here purring. So I got those little lacy t-shirt and the lacy cardigan, all ends woven in, underarm gaps sewed shut, and just everything done. And they were perfect. I got them steam blocked. I did not put a tag in them just because, you know, baby skin is so sensitive, and my tags are not, like, I would say they aren't probably baby friendly. They seem like the kind that are gonna be maybe just the littlest bit itchy if they're on, but yeah, they turned out so adorably. I absolutely love them, and they were wonderful items to work on. So it is the Anna Summer cardigan, and I cannot remember the name of the t-shirt. I want to say it's Rigmar's Summer Blouse, maybe. And they're both by Petite Knit. I think they might even be part of a bundle, because they all kind of have that little eyelet lacy kind of detail on them, and then there's a little pair of like bloomers as well in the bundle. Yeah, so they're so cute. I enjoyed making them. And I made the smallest sizes for both of them, which is the 3 to 6 month, because it's going to be a little spring baby, so they're the 3 to 6 month size, and they're made in cotton. And I think she used cotton merino, some sort of cotton merino blend on hers, but yeah, just used some Serdar Snuggly cotton that I found at my local yarn shop. So this week I did a total of about 18 hours of knitting, and yeah, I've had an enjoyable week of knitting. Like I said, I've been training a new new employee at my job, so we have had a lot to do, but my job, you know, when I'm speaking on a call or speaking to someone, I'm able to kind of sit there and knit, and then just set it down when I'm like taking someone's information or putting something on the schedule in the computer, those types of things. So I think that is about it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know. I'm gonna keep working on this because, like I said, it's got to be done for next Sunday. Her birthday is Saturday. It sounds like we're gonna go out to dinner the following day. So I will see you guys next week, and stay cool. I don't know what that was. Bye! Fantastic.